Good night, good night. Welcome to Assassins, Game 2, the championship for the Nassau VNEA. Let's have a good game tonight, guys. We're going to be using the patch. Any close calls, call a ref. We're going to get started. Cedric with the break.
Alright, I mean that's fine. I don't know, well, nice, put it on so we can see it. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everybody to tonight's game. Tonight we will be having game 2 of the Nassau Valley Eightball Association finals between Eliminators, the reigning champions, and The Assassins. First time in finals. Absolutely. Starting off with me tonight, I have Osmond Johnson, aka Mr. Ozzy Miller Live, joining us.
Absolutely.
Good night, Ozzy.
Good night. Good night, cool.
How you doing?
Absolutely terrific now.
How do you think your team has prepared themselves from Monday night's defeat?
From Monday night, infantry tonight.
See, I started early. We got first matchup. We got Cedric Ferguson with the break just now from the Eliminators. Seti versus Akeem Oliver, all the way from Grand Bahamas. AK-47. He does have some firepower. Should be fun. Seti pretty close to break now. Strikes, 11 balls on the table. Next to the 5 balls blocked. But he has a couple of balls in that area that he may be able to use to get out. The question is, does he have a good shot at starting his strikes? For the solids, up table, breaking from, or at the bottom of the table on the monitor, the 4 balls being blocked by 12.
I see you also have a shot on the 2.
He can actually shoot that into the rim and off the 5 to 11.
As this tournament goes would beat on table 1. We'll see Jason Shaw be now it's time to line 5-2. Now you see Shaw again. This time taking on the Austrian Albert Ocean.
1 and 12.
But he's struggling here. It's on 9 wins. Facing the Dutch. Hope for the best.
A lot of movement on that shot.
Have you seen much of this one, Jeremy?
It looks like he's trying to play real first. And he took a shot straight out of the
Just looking to see if it's 8 day span.
just like that, one shot, he's 5 balls.
this tournament really drag you down if you get on a losing streak. And even Ashley has seen that at times.
But he does have a pretty positive too. He does not live up like he shouldn't do either. This whole setup reminds me of almost like a snooker player, where he gets down on the ball.
So many things evolving.
It's really good.
I think the schedule will set up their best plan. But the travel work makes sense.
Take the call. Well,
Like I said,
it's in the road, off the fall, with some speed, to try to get a 14-yard power.
easier to keep that attention span.
Cutting 14.
This guy's
It's not
definitely
walking.
like he's really only one mistake so far.
Just
This
really
was
quick.
an opening scratch.
I'm leaving to the 7 viewers watching right now. Dominic, Stacy, enjoying the games. Let me know how the audio sounds. Let me know if I have to turn up a bit.
Ideal start for the Scots. St. Leeds, Alvin Ocean, defending champion, 5-1 ranked to nil.
The shoes right now are Cedric Farquharson, Seti, versus a team of AK. AK is Grand Bahama.
Into the top 6. Neither of them can do it directly off the back of winning this match, but they can certainly get a bit
They have
closer.
Grand Bahama. We played a couple of weeks with the Assassins earlier. They brought them in specifically for this moment. Shot number 12, it's not about George.
But it looks like it's adding up to.
George, just a bit further than he is right now. Or who was shot on his left.
Ranked 2. Decent short break. Anyone ranked 2? Played to win it this time last year. Played short 3 times. Lost them all. Although eventually Barry took the points. Well, the line's down. So is the cue ball, JJ.
Stacy, the audio is low and try to turn it up a bit. Let me know.
At the same time, so that the ball hit. That's the one thing the cut break does produce. One action on the back. Maybe not.
The battery just hasn't spoken.
Worked out. Still should be okay. Or should get away from the lights.
Yeah, it would seem unlikely the combination was all misses. I suppose the only thing
He does not play on diamond regularly.
concentration maybe wasn't quite there, which could be the
When he hits
case.
the ball through the clean,
At the moment is
Okay.
Assassins were able to win that one 10-0.
It doesn't take much.
Pretty close to start of the first game.
The thing about it is that the first time the series was pretty safe. So we began 10-1. When we came in, we did a little better than I did. We beat 10-0.
That's correct. Assassins. In the past 3 games, Centreville has now scored 2 points.
Yes, that's correct. 3 games, 2 points. 2 points. Hopefully he can pick that up if he gets another chance tonight. We do have a full team out tonight, so there's definitely going to be some subs.
And definitely we have started the table now. They started playing early.
If there's a repeat of the first night, that's correct. We will be playing early.
Started playing exceptionally well this year.
We did.
We
did. I did make note of that. I really enjoyed the replay in the first night. Hopefully it can continue. But let's see. In the first game of Monday night, he broke second ball and he ended up clipping the head ball and scratched in the corner. I know he may mention that to me. So let's see if he makes a change.
Sometimes you need a little luck to turn a match around, whether it be you kind of induce the type of shot you play.
He definitely breaks well. He's one of our better breakers on the team. I feel like he's one of the better breakers on the island. To tell you the truth, playing 8 ball, that second ball is so reliable for him.
Just catch the net, which you would never play to do. The ball goes over, that's a bit of luck. Cheating golf all the time.
I see very little trouble for starting in this game here. Basically, always the big balls and the small balls. They're moving.
My apologies, I had the mic on for that phone that Gowan was using to give the introductions earlier. Let me know if the audio is still low or if you can hear a lot better now.
I think Starry is contemplating whether or not to shoot the 10 ball.
So if you're gonna take stripes here, I like shooting the 13. I mean, I don't see it being much of a challenge. You shoot at 13, you go 2 rails back across the table for the 9 and the 12, then 10 in the side. Then you have a shot on the 14 and the 11. He looks like he's taking a 7 ball though.
Yes.
Which is still not a bad choice. Roll up for the 1. And then you need to try to move. He got a lot of angle on this, so I'm not sure what he's going to do. Maybe he's going to try to come in between the 11 and the 14. But ideally, you wanna get rid of that 6 ball. And he is perfect for it.
Let's look and see what he's going to do after
I'd go 3 rails around, come back to the middle of the table, and then you got choices. Just like so.
And he did.
Just like so. He may be shooting a bit over the top of this 8 ball to play the 3. But I like playing the 3 and coming back again to the middle of the table for the 5. He's gonna elect to take the 4 ball first.
Not a bad choice either.
No. Do you draw for the 2 and then the 5?
Well, he didn't draw.
He did a bit. He did a bit. He doesn't have that much angle. Check the other view. He doesn't have that much angle. He could just roll up for the 5 ball.
Yep.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like is his cue ball is on the rail. So he only has the top of the ball. So he's got to be careful with this shot. Again, it's not that much angle. It's enough to make him think about it, though.
He also has a shot on the 3 ball.
He does. He's good.
Okay.
Play the 5. Maybe on the wrong side of the 5, so he's just going to draw this and take the cut on the 3. And he overcut it. Oh,
Oh,
but he made it.
wow.
He made it. I think he only has the left edge of the ball.
Yeah.
So a referee is called. I don't know. He may not be able to see any of that looking at the camera. If you look at this view, you may not be able to see that at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, so Star, you can't see the ball. He's gonna kick it this one. I would give you a different view, but that view is being blocked by the... Oh, and it jumped over the top of the 8. It jumped right over the 8. So unfortunate, but he played with a lot of speed, shooting at a downward angle, and that's what happens. So Kenton gets balling on here. Stario's gotten 7 points out of this so far. See if Kenton's able to clean this one up. He shouldn't have any problems here. Play the 14, roll up for the 11 to get an angle on the 11 to come back up table. And he rolled that pretty soft. Had a chance of rolling off. You don't want to do that, especially old cloth and dirty balls. Table doesn't roll that bad, but you don't want to give it a chance to just turn or hit something and move off the line. So I guess the 10 ball is going to be his key ball. Gotta be careful with shooting these shots in the side pocket for your last shot. So you need to make sure that you end up good on those. And it's going to be 13, should be the 13, 9, 12, 10. And he really hit that one. That's actually not too bad of a shot. He has a slight angle on the 12. If he wanted to, he could go past the line of the 8 ball. He can go past the line of the 8 ball to get below the 10 ball, play it in the side, and then make the choice of what he wants to do with the 8. Stayed above it. So we have the third place match playing on table number 2. We got a bit of a disruption over there. Kenton with a decent shot on a good bump there. And he wins 10-7. So the Assassins now lead 20 to 7 after 2 games. Eliminators once again with a slow start on their breaking round. And the third game, we have Dario, and again, if it's anything like the first round, it's Dario versus Harold, I believe.
Now I can see 110% better.
Ozzy had to go get his glasses.
Yes.
Just give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Dario at the table. We all know him, aka the Beast. In the first game, Dario ERO'd Harold.
All right, let's see if Dario is able to stop the bleeding here. So, good second ball break.
Okay.
And he does have a shot on the 5, but I don't think the 2 ball. I don't know if the 2 ball plays. No, it doesn't. Yeah, that disruption that you hear in the background from the Bad Boys and the Monsters. And now you understand why they call what they call.
Absolutely. The Bad Boys and the Monsters.
Dario still tries to figure out what he wants to do. He's calling the 4 ball in the corner past the 3. He's not still trying to make up his mind on this, folks. He has to wait until the next table shoots their shot. He changed the shot. Oh, he's looking. If he's able to play the 4, he may play that 5 first, just to guarantee that he has the solid balls. Just a smart shot. The 4 ball is missable with that 3 ball in the way. And a good bump, but he left himself over on.
I think he's going to try to put this 2 ball to the side. He's going to bank it.
I think he's going to bank it. The 3 ball does play, but you're going to be hitting it thin and you're shooting over the top of the 9. Makes it tricky. Dario may decide to play the bank.
Well, I know Freddie is just basically waiting on an opportunity to come to the table as if Dario misses this shot.
So was it a decision to play Dario versus Furley in the first round, or did you just decide not to play Harold this round?
We decided not to play Howell against Dario this round.
Okay. But he is playing in the round?
He is playing in the round.
Okay. You think that was a wise decision? Because I mean, the way I look at it, Dario's a really good breaker, and he's a really good runner, and he makes good decisions. What happens when one of your strongest players doesn't even get the chance to shoot against one of the better players?
Well, the thing about it, Gino, we have 6 strong, and I sacrificed my position tonight for AK.
Okay. Oh, so you're sitting out this round?
Yes.
Okay. That's understandable. That's understandable. Not a bad decision. Overran that just a bit more than he wanted to, but he does have a cut on the 4. Cue ball, I think, will be heading towards the 14. Cue ball will be heading towards the 14. Let's see how this turns out. Ideally, you'd want to hit this 14 thin and come back out table so you have a shot on the 7. You need to move that 7 ball quickly. Or maybe he wants to hit the 14. Oh, wow. What a shot. What a shot. Trying to look at it. You shoot the 6 ball and then the 1 in the corner and then the 7 in the side.
I think that's what Dario's going to do. I think he's going to shoot a 6 ball, 1 ball.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's looking at. He wanted to come off the rail just a little bit more than that. Or maybe he was playing for the 7. I couldn't say. I think he wanted to play the 1, but just get off the rail a bit more. Now he's gonna have to get to the bottom of the ball. He has to elevate a bit. And remember, these pockets play tight. You hit the rail at too much angle, you are not going in, no matter the speed. It's perfect. He's going to try to cut the 7 in the side pocket and play the 8 ball, I believe, in the same pocket. Really taking his time with this. And I don't blame him. It's an important shot.
The only thing I am focusing on, I hope he misses.
It is a big difference. It is a big difference between 17 to 21. and 30 to 12.
Yes.
Huge difference. Played it, and again, 8-ball is going to go in the same pocket. And once again, Dario stops bleeding. That's 10-1 Eliminators.
Yeah.
Who do we have now?
It sounds like it's going to be Duran.
No, we'll
Oh,
go
go
on
on
is
and
getting
Mike.
up.
Go on and Mike.
Go on and Mike. So it looks like this round Jerome and Duran are on the bench. This is what happens when you run 7 deep. Somebody's gonna have to sit down for a while.
Yep.
I notice you guys decide for the most part, you guys decided to just play 5 players for the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Definitely. We wanted to go with our 5 strongest. We wanted to accomplish what we have already accomplished so far. We wanted to make it to the finals, and we know that the best chance of making it to the finals was actually playing strongest 5.
Well, it seemed like it was a good decision because you're in the finals.
Definitely.
Yeah. And it's looking like you're continuing with that strategy. At least for the first round.
Yes, well, definitely at some point, I am going to be into the game. But so far, based upon how the guys are shooting, don't look so far.
Okay, but I was going to ask, is it really, if you guys are winning, if you guys are really doing a good job, is it really a big deal if you continue to sit, in your opinion,
No.
as a player?
As a player, no. If our players are playing strong, they're playing steady, why move them? Why substitute? You don't fix what is not broken.
I agree. If I'm sitting on the bench and my players are really doing a good job holding it down, not that they're winning, but they're playing really well,
Yep.
I say continue to let them play. Marcio said Dario cannot go back Long Island until this is over.
Well, Mike have
Go on with the dry break.
yes, and Mike actually do have a good table. Mike have, from what I can see, Mike don't really have a problem ball.
The 9-ball
Yes,
might be an issue.
If he rolled the 9, if he rolls the 14, he should be able to see the 9 ball, and he could cut the ball to the right corner pocket.
Well, if he wanted to, he could play that 12 ball now and open the 9 up right away. I don't really dislike that shot.
Knowing Mike, I think he's just going to roll the ball. He's going to play the 14
And
he's gonna
roll up for the 9
Yes.
in the opposite corner.
Yes.
All right, let's see. All right, so he stopped it. Stopped it for the 11 in the side pocket.
And I guess he's going to play the 13.
And then played for the 15. Maybe the 9.
He may be able to see
yeah,
the 9.
Yeah, he might have. No, he can't see it now. But he might have clearance after he plays the 15. He got to go forward a bit.
based upon where he puts his cue, we're gonna know exactly what he's doing. If he goes high top, we know he's running the ball forward or center. If he goes low bottom, we know he's gonna do a slight draw, maybe to get
The 10 and then the 13. And again, like I said, a 12 ball. A 12 ball acts as a semi-break ball. You can play the 12 with an angle into the 5 and then have a good shot on the 9. So that is what he's doing. He's playing the 10, 13. So I actually would have liked leaving these 2 balls for my last ball, for my key shots to the 8.
Yes, I do agree with that. I feel as if he should have gone for the 9 ball first when he had an opportunity with his first shot.
If I could avoid it, I never want to try to play tight position, especially a semi-breakup, as my last shot. That's what happened to me in the first game of the first match with us. I was playing the break shot. I think I only had 2 balls left, 3 balls left, playing the break shot, hit it bad, and that was the end of me.
Well, the Assassin is a resilient team. We are a veteran team, and also too, on the Assassins we have 5 all-star players.
Okay. And AK almost definitely would have been the 6th
Yes,
had he played enough games.
Yes.
In fact, he may have still only had 5 all-star players if AK made it. Uh-oh.
Okay, he could see it. He could see it.
I don't know if he can see that 13. I don't know if he can see that 13. He has to play. He's forced to play the 12 now.
Yeah.
Which is probably what he should have been doing anyway. But again, he's a little bit hampered by the 8 ball. So he's either going to be shooting on the side of this cue ball or he's going to be elevated and got to avoid putting any unintended English on it. I agree, Marcio. He definitely should have shot that 12 ball as the first shot.
Yes.
I mean, it was smiling right in his face. Because if he hits this 5 ball full, could be in trouble.
It's
He
a
hit
beautiful shot.
hit it good.
Beautiful shot, and I think he can.
Well, he didn't hit it that good because he may be straight on it.
Well, I think he may be able to use the left high top and probably come
on
get
2
it
rails for the 13.
Yes.
Let's see right now. Can't tell exactly how straight he is on it. Now he does have a slight angle.
Oh man.
He's good on the 13.
Oh,
He's good. He's good. It's good. He's not great, but he's good. Follow this straight to the top rail. Straight to the top rail. High rolling ball. Maybe a little bit of right inside spin. And you could easily get that 8 ball inside. May punch it out 2 rails, so
oh man, he can see the shot.
1 rail and he still has a shot.
He has a good shot on the 8.
Mark the 8 ball in the side pocket. And
It's a good shot.
Good shot, Mikey.
We got Ozzy. We got Ozzy celebrating here.
Hey, Mike.
What's the score?
The score was
10-1?
10-0. 10-0. 10-0.
10-1. 10
Zero.
Yes, 10-0. You're right. All right, so after 4 games, the Assassins lead 31-17. I'm going to hand this over to Stereo and try to play my game.
Hey, Stacy, thank you so much for saying good shot to Mike. I sure really appreciate you saying that. And we'd like to welcome Stereo. Stereo, welcome to the broadcast. And right now, the Eliminators, they're down by some 14 points. What do you think right now needs to happen for you guys to come back?
Just play our game.
Just play your game.
Yeah. No need to panic. No need to get down. No need to get frustrated. Just play.
We saw in your game you almost had an ERO. You
Yeah.
fell short on the 8-ball. I know you are excellent kick shot maker because I saw what you did in the first game.
Yeah.
Do you think that Mother Luck has run out? just
Yeah, no. That on that kick, I played it a bit too hard and
Yes.
caused the cue ball to jump over the 8-ball.
Marcio, Big Mike is playing like Dario. Good stuff, buddy.
Oh, the shot is pretty active tonight.
That it is. Well, we had Gino with the dry break. We have where Harold can actually take the 10 ball to the side, or he can
Yes, Q, that is correct. We did start off behind last game as well.
yes. Star is elected to play the 5 ball. No, he played the 10 ball. Okay, he has
It's not too bad. He can play the 11 and
Yes.
separate the 14 and 15. Possibly might get a carom off the 12 ball
But I
from the
think
14.
Harold sinking that first ball. I think that's a boost of a bit of a confidence for him because in the earlier games he was a little down on himself for not being able to finish the games that he played.
Well, he only got to play one game last game.
Yes, Dario ER'd him.
He had two games he got run out on.
Yes.
So only one he actually got a chance to play in. Good shot by.
So, yep, he got the breakup,
Good
but
shot.
he didn't get the 12 ball out of there.
I think he still have a shot on the 9 ball. He has a shot on the 9 ball.
I'm not certain. I can't tell. I guess possibly if he's looking at where the cue ball position is going to end up.
Well, Marcio, I can totally agree with you. See here, Marcio said that Eugene broke for the win and not for an ERO. Eugene is playing to keep them in the game. Well, he can definitely play the ball now to the side and get a breakup on the 12 ball.
Yeah. Got to be a little careful with it, though. He doesn't want to end up being snookered behind Eugene's balls now. So he's got to be deliberate on which part of the balls he's going to hit.
Well, if he's just playing, well, he has two options as well. He can play the ball down the pocket, down the table, and then play it. Come back and play that. That is the 13.
Which, in side pocket?
No, you can play those two balls.
Oh, this one here?
Yes.
That's the 15.
The 15, yes.
Yeah, but then that means he's going to be leaving the breakup for last. If he wants to get the breakup, he should go for it now. Like I say, he just needs to be mindful of how he's doing it. It's kind of almost like a death sentence to leave your problem ball for last. So he wants to. Looks like he wants to run full on into the 3 ball and have the 3 ball nudge the 4 to push the 12 away.
But like you said, I hope that the top ball doesn't get snookered behind one of Eugene's balls.
Yeah. If he tries to go around the 3 and send the cue ball directly into them, he can possibly get held by either the 4, 7, or 1, which is going to be pretty tough. But at the same time, if he's hitting the 3 ball full, he has to make sure that he gets out from behind the 8 ball to be able to play the 14.
Also, one thing we can say about Harl, he takes his time with each shot.
That he does. So Nico hates to play Harold.
Oh man, he played a pretty good shot.
Yeah. He made sure that the cue ball didn't stay behind those balls, so gave himself a chance to keep going. So he has a shot on the 14 or the 12, but regardless of which shot he plays, he's going to be bridging over the 8 ball, so it isn't going to be a gimme. He also has a sight on the 15, but it's a pretty tough shot, tough cut shot. It's playable, but not easy. Yeah, I see Marcio said the same thing I was thinking. Play into the 3 and pull back for the 14.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot he played. He definitely should be able to get position. So you can see the 12, but he's going to be bridging over the 1, and it's a pretty difficult, thin cut shot. And he has to stretch to reach it, so it's a lot of factors that's making the shot more difficult than it needs to be.
And then also too, should he made the shot, he'd only get snuck it behind the 6 ball.
6?
Yeah, the 6 ball. When he comes off the rail,
Well, I'm thinking
based upon the angle. I'm also thinking that he's gonna probably move the 1 out of the way.
Yeah, he's coming more towards the 1 as opposed to the 6. So he got out the extension. Give him a little bit of extra reach. This is definitely a crucial shot at this point in the game. After you run a certain amount of balls, it's a lot tougher to win from now if you're giving your opponent back the table.
Oh.
And he misses.
Oh. Well.
Didn't leave Eugene with much. He can see the 3 ball, so he can possibly try and play the 3 and...
Well, I think Eugene is going for a 3 ball.
Yeah, he can try and play the 3 and possibly hold the pocket if he misses it. The 6 looks like it's pretty lined up. Is he gonna go for it? And he makes the shot. Can't tell if this 1 ball can pass the 8 for the side pocket.
I think he may have a shot on the 1 ball. Yes, he does. He does have a shot on the 1 ball. Oh wow. Gino missed the shot. And Harold has a shot on the 12, but he has to reach over. Well, I'm hoping he asks me to use my bridge. Oh no, you can see it. Oh wow. It did.
So Eugene is going to need to do something with this 7 and 4. Definitely going to need to try and do something with that. Looks as though he's contemplating now what he's going to do with it. But definitely nothing is easy right there, right now at this point. So if he can play this one, give himself an angle on the 3 ball. If he can play this one and give himself an angle on the 3 ball, he can go into the 7 and 4. In terms of a safety, he's going to touch the 2 ball and put the cue ball behind the 5. It's not bad. Harold is going to have to come off the rail to play the 15. But he's going to want to just touch the 15 as opposed to trying to play it because he isn't going to have anything else. He's definitely not going to be able to see the 12 ball. And so he's going to want to just come off the rail and touch the 15. Now, if he can see the right edge of the 15, no, he can't. Could have just skimmed the right edge of the 15 and rest the cue ball right back on the rail beneath it. And Eugene would not have a shot on anything. So, he can still possibly do it going rail first. Rail first, clip the edge of the 15 to rest the cue ball back on the rail. It's a very tricky shot though. So he's calling the actual shot of the 15. Now, is he going to actually attempt it or not? I don't know. Seems as though he did actually try to attempt to play it. But I'm sure he's glad it didn't go because he was definitely held by the 1 ball. So Eugene's calling the 1 in the corner. Oh, sorry, 5 in the corner. ends up a little flat on the 2 ball. So trying to use the 2 ball as a breakup at this point can't happen. Looks like he's loading it up with spin. If he could have stick the cue ball to the rail, he could have possibly played the 3 straight up and draw into the 7 and 4. The cue ball creeped out a bit, so he's pretty straight. So he looks as though that he might play the 3 and try and stick the cue ball on the 7 to move the 4 ball out of there. Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do. He called the safe. Let's see if he can keep control of the cue ball. So, can't tell if Harold can see the 15. He hit it a bit too hard, and the 7 rolled away from the cue ball. So there's a gap between them, but I can't tell if the 8 is hindering the shot on the 15. Doesn't appear so. But Harold is going to want to come across table and play the 12 ball in the bottom right corner pocket. Or he can possibly do 2 rails in a Z pattern and be able to play the 12 ball in the side pocket or straight up if he doesn't want to try and hold the cue ball playing it like that. But he definitely has to commit to which one he's going to do. Can't be undecided and end up in the middle of no man's land. Looks like he's going forward. And playing 3 rails. That's how it looks, as though he's lining up. Oh, no, okay. Played a pretty good shot. Ended up coming straight into the 12 ball. the 12. Now has the 8 in the side pocket. It's pretty straightforward. However, he is on the rail. Makes it a tad bit tougher, but still makeable. I don't foresee him missing this. Wiped its feet on the way in, but he got it. So the Assassins are up 41-21, so they're up 20 points at the end of the first round. Now going into round 2. Yep, 20 points.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see now, the Assassins are up now by 20 points. Between regular season and the first game, this team haven't had a 20-point lead on the Eliminators within those 3 games. It's good to have a lead, but now we have to be consistent and building on that lead so that we could have a successful night. Let's look and see what
No,
persons
Marcelo
are.
Dario didn't ERO AK. He ERO'd Furley. AK ran out on SETI in the first game. And then the little duckling that I am did not run my ERO on Kenton. And then in the third game, Dario ran ERO on Furley.
Q, we're just a little bit more focused tonight. We are doing our best to stay focused, stay poised, and try to make this night a successful night. But we have to break this round. Let's see how we break and how we run tables.
All in all, it was a pretty strong round for the Assassins, though. I gotta admit that. And they did it on our break, so they've got to be excited about that. They just now have to concentrate on holding their serve.
Absolutely, Stario. During my intermission, I sat with my team and I see the confidence just actually gleaming from them.
Yeah, y'all got to keep in mind it ain't over yet, though.
Absolutely. We know that this team that we're playing has experience.
Yeah.
And they have been in a situation like this before, and they battle back.
Yeah, I think the most deficit that we had to overcome, that we would have overcome so far, would have been like a 35-point deficit going into the last round. Still managed to come
A
out to win.
35-point deficit. So you guys had must be 4 EROs.
We had a few.
Well,
We had a few.
Stario's being modest. Do you mind saying which team that was on? Well, that was probably one of those.
I really don't recall.
I don't think it was any of the A division teams.
No. This was
During the regular season.
No. Okay, it happened in Florida.
Okay. Florida. What I'm thinking
Okay.
about locally would have been when I was playing with the Destroyers before I joined the Eliminators.
Okay, okay.
In playoffs, we were down in the last round, 31, and we came back to win. The 35 when on the Eliminators was when we were in Florida. We were in Florida and at the West Coast Challenge,
Yes.
and we came back from down 35 points in the last round.
Kenton had a very good break. I think he's going for the 4-ball. Then he can go for the 3-ball, 2-ball, at least 1-ball, and then I think that is the 6-ball.
Yes, the 6 and the 7 down table. Now,
Oh, he also have.
so yeah, he's
Okay, okay.
tough position.
I don't much like that shot.
He don't think he's going to be able to play that 3-ball.
No. If I was him, he could also play a safe behind the 3-ball. He actually can play a safe.
Yeah, he can.
But Kenton is a run and go player. He isn't too much safe player.
Well, I mean, he can, but it's not gonna be too fruitful because of the angle that he has. See, he can't hold the cue ball behind
No.
the 3.
No. And then also too, I think he's shooting Jerome. He'd
stand a better chance if he touches the 3 and tries to get the cue ball to come off of the top rail and go beneath the 1 ball. But that within itself is also kind of difficult given the angle that he has.
I think you may have put a comment into the chat. Q, I would say exactly. This round is the deciding round for the Assassin with us breaking. Exactly, Marcio. I was saying the same thing. He can play a great safe for the 3, but he's electing not to. I wish he would.
Like I said, the angle that he has, it's going to be tough to hold him behind the 3.
Really, not really trying to hold, but trying to give him a difficult shot.
Yeah, he can do
okay,
that, but he's definitely still going to be able to see a shot.
He's looking at it. Let's see if he plays it. Oh, he shakes his head and he's saying no.
Yeah, like I said, the angle that he has, it's difficult to hold him there, so he's still going to be able to see a shot. Now, if he's able to play it, it's going to be a different story.
But what frightens me with this shot, should he miss, the table will be practically wide open for Jerome to play. I prefer to give Jerome
A tough
shot to start his run.
And if he makes it, he makes it.
Absolutely, I can live with the consequences. But anyway, Kenton is playing a different game than I would play. Let's see how it works out. Okay, he went for a shot. Oh, so close. No.
So, Jerome has a few things he has to address, so
Yeah.
it isn't going to be automatic. The 10 ball can only go down table in the corner pockets. Well, it can possibly go in the side pockets as well. The 13 can only go into the top left, bottom right, and bottom left
But
pockets.
I think he may be going for the 9 ball first. And tries. I think he's going to try see whether he could get the ball in the center of the table.
Yeah, but he still has to find a way to address those 3 balls.
Yeah. Okay, okay. He bubbles.
So Kenton has the 1.
And
Should
then
get the 3.
Then get the 3. Then
He's gonna need to try and go up table to play the 6 after.
Exactly. And he can.
Well, the 6 cannot pass the 7, so he may have to play a combination.
You don't. It can't.
No.
Okay.
He should be able to get the cue ball off of the rail once he plays the 1 ball, so he can have a bit more control in to play position for whichever ball he's going to use next. He's probably going to need to slide straight down table.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, with the team, that you hear the noise in the background. That is the Monsters and the Bad Boys playing for the 3rd place trophy.
He can play the 7, but not much that he can do in terms of making sure he has a shot on the 6 ball after. And he can't hold it for the bike.
Well, what I would have probably done in this situation, I probably would have played, that is, the yeah, like I was saying, I would have probably played the 7 ball and leave it in front of the pocket, giving me almost like a safe shot, because should I sink the 7 ball, I definitely won't have no shot on the 6 ball. Just to give himself an opportunity, because right now Jerome is coiled like a serpent, like a rattlesnake. He's ready to strike. But
so,
Kenton.
Marcio and Q are saying to play the combination. It's possible.
Okay, well,
it's pretty tough though.
I'm not sure about that. Q and Marcio,
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's pretty tough, but trying to hold the pocket with the 7 ball. The 15 can play in the same pocket as the 9, and
I don't think
you can use the 15 to break up the.
Okay,
so
I see what he did.
15.
Okay, he played a safe shot. That is a smart shot. Now let's see how Jerome is going to play this table. And by the way, Jerome was one of those players that defected from the Assassins. He was one of the Assassins' top players. And it's so good to have an opportunity to play against Jerome, because he left his team in pursuit of trying to win a championship. This is his first year with this team, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So what I would do? Play one of the balls up table. I play this 10, and then use the 11 to play it safe to snook at the cue ball behind the. Snook at the cue ball behind the 8 and the 13.
Play the combo. Okay.
I play a safe here. Leave the cue ball behind the 8 and the 13.
possibly try get a ball in hand. If he can get a ball in hand, he can use the ball in hand to play the 12 to break up the
And he's
15
calling-
and 6, and he would have the 9 as a backup ball. Boom. Just like that.
Yeah.
And so play the 12 ball to break up the 15 and 6. And it's going to have the 9 as a backup with it being in the pocket. So depending on how the breakup goes,
Well,
he can
me,
still continue the run.
if me being the player that I am, I definitely wouldn't have tried to do anything stupid right now. I would have probably just put that 8 on the rail, on the bottom rail. I would move that 8 and put that on the bottom rail. That's what I would have done, Stereo. Absolutely cute. Yes.
Oh, and he scratched.
Yes, he is a Kevin Durant. Oh, but I love how those balls are. I don't see him have a clear run for basically no shot. He doesn't have a clear run out. So Kenton is shooting an excellent game. Thank you, Marcio. Thank you.
So, I can't see exactly. What he has, but if he is able, if it's lined up, I would shoot the cue ball onto the 13 to sink to the 7. Sink the 7 and send the cue ball up table, but it would have been blocked by the 15 that he just moved. So,
Well, definitely I would not touch that 7 ball. I probably would just play the 6 ball. Just play it safe on the 6 ball.
like I say, I can't tell if it's lined up to sink the 7. But if it is, that's what I would do. I just give up the extra point, sink the 7, and leave the cue ball in a safe position.
I really do hope Kenton does not touch that 7 ball. I don't know why he's even looking that way at that ball. That's a shot.
Kenton's looking and guessing that it might be lined up. I think he's gonna carry him off of the 6, try to go into the 13 and 7 and bank the 6 around table and hopefully get some type of good position on the 6 once making the 7.
Oh man, he's gonna break up that ball.
So he's going straight at it.
Oh man, this is a scary shot. Okay, well, thank God he didn't really move it.
It's not a bad leave. I don't think Jerome has a direct line of sight on any of his balls. Possibly the 11. Okay, I guess so, because he called the 11.
Well, I don't know if the Eliminators are aware of this, but Jerome's record in the playoff wasn't that too impressive. I know when he played with Assassin, his winning percentage was not that good. So him being part of the Eliminators now, I guess that gives him some sort of learning experience and seeing how to deal with the pressure. It isn't even much pressure because
except for this series, because the team itself, it's filled with a lot of veteran and very good players. Well, Kenton is going to try to see if he can sing the 9 ball. I know Kenton is going to try that. Good shot, Kenton. Sing that shot. Ah!
So now, Jerome can now use the ball in hand to break up the 13 and 7. If he can play the 15, if the 15 can pass the 7, should shoot the 15, send the cue ball into the 13 and 7 to break those up, and then have the 12 ball shot as a
Well, Jerome, let's see what he does. I'm not sure he's thinking like that. I think he may. I don't think he's looking at giving Kenton any extra points.
No, I'm not thinking sink the 7. I'm saying play the, if the 15 can pass the 7, shoot it in that pocket. Follow, put it on the sideline, but follow, play it, but follow to go straight into the 7 and 13, and then he's gonna have the 12 ball as a recovery ball.
Okay, probably so.
But I see him lining up for combination, which I do not like.
No, I don't think that's a. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, he just mucky up the place just now. Like we said, we've seen this movie before, being a part of the Assassins. We've seen this movie before.
Kenton should be able to get the breakup from here.
There you go. Oh man, Kenton is shooting lights out. Kenton is going to do a slide draw, or you can come off the rail, and he have definitely good position for the 8 ball, which isn't a difficult shot at all. Let's see. Yeah, he's selecting the bounce off the rail. Oh,
he's
no,
behind the
Kenton.
14?
Kenton, bump it. Thank God. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Boy, this game is causing pressure to go up. Okay. Okay, where to go?
Kenton wins 10-3. Total is 51-24.
Where to go back?
Assassins are up 26 now. Sorry, 27. This is getting a taller and taller hill to climb. So I see Matsu said he should have banked his ball in front of the 7. So what I was thinking was if the 15 wasn't able to play in that pocket, I assume it wasn't since he opted to try and go for the combination. I would have just taken the ball in hand and still shoot the 15 towards the pocket, rail first,
Yes.
to leave the 15 sitting in that pocket there. And so
Yes.
then he would then have a ball to use as a breakup to go to as a better breakup ball to go into them. But Jerome is a predominantly offensive player. He doesn't play a lot of safes and whatnot. So I guess he's trying to play to his strength.
Well, we have Mike here at the table now. But this is Mike break. Mike just he sank.
I'm gonna be assuming he's playing Duran.
Yes, he's playing Duran. I think Mike looked as if he has a shot on the. That looks like the 15 ball.
No, he sank the 15. I would say small is definitely the choice. If he can see that if the 7 can pass the 12, he can possibly play the 7.
I don't particularly two.
Yeah,
four,
no.
6.
Yeah.
I think his best shot is to play. That's the 12 ball.
Play the 7 and
That's the 12 ball.
the one below the 7.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 12. And
Okay.
big is has that cluster and
Yeah.
by the spot. You wouldn't want to have that problem.
Okay, he's going for a 3 ball.
He's gonna play it off the 5. He misses it, but he
Oh,
holds
wow.
the run.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. But Durant could possibly kick the ball into the 11. He can
Yeah,
get a kick on the 11. Yes, he can. So,
he can. Yeah, he can. I was thinking of possibly try and play a safety somehow on those 3 balls in the middle of the table, but that's going to be pretty difficult.
but I'm going to see what Durant's
5
going
balls
to do right
there,
now.
there's 3 balls in the
But I know
inside the
these.
pocket.
You guys don't really need no warm up, but Durant just came into the game and he didn't have a chance to get acclimated with the table or get familiar with the table. But we'll see how it goes. This is actually his warm up game right here.
But Big Mike did get a fortunate leave because had that ball gone, it would be Big Mike without a shot right now.
I think he's going for the kick. No, he's looking at trying to play the 13. Look like he's trying to play the 13. I
I know
definitely
he called the 11, but I'm guessing he's
I
looking to see if
definitely
he has
can't
any
see
other
it.
option.
I definitely can't see it from this angle. Oh, no. Unless he's going 2 rails. He's probably going for a 2 rail kick shot. And this could be very risky if he misses the shot because Mikey should be able to run the table and then it's tidy from that point if he gets ball in hand because all of the solids are open.
What would be a good attempt would be to play a kick safe on the 12 ball.
Exactly. Oh, he's going for it. These guys are very offensive minded.
Well, Jerome, Duran, and Gawon, they're all offensive minded.
Oh, see? Oh, and look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that.
Myself, Eugene, and Dario, we are. Well, myself and Eugene are defensive minded a lot more. And Dario is, I feel as though he has the perfect mixture of both.
Yeah. But Dario's offense and defense. Definitely. Come on, Mikey. Let's go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Good play.
I wonder who you pulling for, Ozzy.
Pardon me?
I wonder who you pulling for.
Well, Michael is contemplating whether or not to play the 6 ball or whether to play that. So it appears that Duran is able to run out the table after playing a safe on Mike. Mike made a good contact, but Duran was still able to run the table out, so he wins 10-4. And stopped the bleeding for a bit, but Assassins is still up 21.
A pleasant good night to you all. Excuse the noise in the background. We're having a controversy on the consolation match. But a very exciting game with the Eliminators and The Assassins. Eliminators has a 1-0 lead in the series, best of 7. And they are presently at this time down by 21 points in the second round.
Yep. By the way, ladies and gents, this is the Mighty Meeks joining me on the mic.
Appreciate it, Starboy. Up next now is AKE. I heard he had a special open ticket to come to Nassau to play whenever his team back was against the wall, and they figured they didn't want it to go down 0-2, so they tagged him in from Freeport, and he opened up with a run out after a dry break in the first round. Now
This is going to be a pretty good match, AK versus Dario.
he's breaking now. And this will be definitely a good time for him to break and run. You definitely don't want to see Dario at the table.
This has been the two top players in the country for the past 2-3 years. And if you're going based on the tournament finishes,
Oh, there goes a dry break from AK.
but he doesn't leave Dario anything.
He happened to hook him behind the 15. So a very unfortunate break with a fortunate result. Dario surveying the table. He doesn't have a clear shot at the 3-ball, but he's gonna kick the 3-ball on the side with a little inside spin. The 14 ball is making the 3-ball a little bigger, so he'll have a little help, but he can't hit the 14 too full.
He can either hit the 3 direct or hit it off the 14. Now I would prefer to play it off of the 14 because playing the 3 direct isn't going to leave you with much. Well, he does have the 7 inside, so I guess that's fine.
He missed it.
Misses it.
AK is up at the table now, and he'll have to choose. Well,
Yeah, it's a pretty clustered table at this point. So the runout is definitely not automatic.
it looks like Dario is a little fortunate with his lever because I don't
AK
think.
also doesn't have a shot.
Yeah, he doesn't have an opening shot. He'll have to create a shot, or he'll have to try a safety shot.
He's possibly gonna have to try and kick at this 3-ball as well. He can come in between the 8 and the 10. But he can also put Dario in the same position and play a safety shot on the 12-ball. And put Dario in the same predicament and see what Dario does to get out of it. Marcio said AK gave the Assassins the confidence they needed. I don't know, Marcio. They played very strong on Monday night. If anything, I'd say he puts them over the top as opposed to saying that he gave them confidence. And AK with a pretty good shot. He played the combination of 8 on the 10. Table was still open, so it's a legal shot.
You have some work to do now.
Yep.
You have to try and find a way to get the 11 and the 12 outside. Everything else is pretty much outside.
If he can play the 9 and come off, hit the bottom rail and come back up, he can use the 14 to go into the 12 and 11. I see he's looking at them directly, so I don't know.
He's probably just going to roll forward and just save him. A good shot.
Not too bad.
He was able to get 1 ball outside, and he'll now have to work on just getting the 11 outside.
Yeah, Dario can't go up table. The only thing he can do is play it safe on the 2-ball.
Good containment safety by AK. A good containment safety.
If Dario can replace the 2-ball with the cue ball, he can leave AK in a pretty.
He
He
fouled.
plays a foul.
Now AK has balling on, and fortunately for Dario, he fouled on the 2, but he hooked the 9, so AK will have to try and get the 9 ball outside now. I don't know if you want to attack now on the 11 or just make a good shot on it and possibly attack with the 14 ball, but he'll have to make up his mind right now. He has balling on. He has to be careful. He doesn't want to touch the 5 or the 4 because he'll fall. Oh, he missed it.
misses.
That is the reason why I didn't like him attacking. He seemed to be playing aggressive to get it out of there. He bubbled the ball.
So Dario plays the 3, calls the 5. He's trying to find a way to get to the right angle on this one ball, so he can try and get the 2 out of there. Oh, he's playing the 4 ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 ball is going to give him an easy.
Yeah, you had it right. He's going to play the 4, and he's looking for a nice attacking angle on the 1 to get the 2 ball and outside. And that'll be basically his only problem now.
Yes, practice room, the light switch. Ninja did strike again.
Yeah, he
overplayed it. End up on the wrong side again.
Yeah, he's on the wrong side. But he has a good shot on the 7.
He does. He can get that 7 now.
I think the 7 will give him a good angle. He'll have to.
Yeah, he can.
He'll have to stun the 7, but it's a little tricky.
It's close to the side pocket, so trying to stun that isn't going to be too optimal.
But he can't take the 1 now. It wouldn't give him.
What
give him the 2 ball.
What he can do is, if he can. Oh, he's going for the 7. I was going to say, if he can draw past the side pocket and then play the 6, it would give him a good angle on the 1 ball. But he's going for the 6 now. And then just going for the 1 ball.
I think you have the
So he's
7 on
going
the
for the
side.
7. Okay. Yeah, and that makes more sense. Play the 7.
Yeah, what he's going to do, he's going to draw
it a bit.
Draw a bit, and that's going to give him the perfect angle to play the.
Because I just was about to say he would have needed to play that 7, but I didn't realize he could have got it in the side. He's gonna throw it in now. I think it's a little bit too much, but it's still manageable. He can still work it.
Yeah, he definitely overdrew that ball just now. I didn't think he wanted to be this thin on the 1 ball.
Yeah, he can still touch the 9, but it's not gonna get that much movement on the 2 ball, I don't think, without slamming it. Because I don't think just moving the 9 ball is enough. I don't think that the 2 ball can pass the 11. unless it can. I just can't tell from this angle.
All right, he's going for the 5. He needs to get the right angle on the 1 again.
Yeah, it's gonna need to go 2 rails. Too soft. Still ends up on the wrong side again.
He definitely have his work cut out now. Remember now, when he played the 1, he looks like he have a good bank on the 2 ball.
I just gonna say he might have a bank.
He's looking across the 2, may pass the 13 how he's looking. Or he may just play the 1 and come 2 rails across and try and look for a nice bank on the 2 ball.
If he can get a good angle, the 2 ball can bank in this top right corner.
2 across, okay. A little too much spin. He ended up clipping the 8 on the inside. He wanted to just make contact with the 9, but he had a little too much inside spin on it, and he ended up clipping the 2 on the way out.
Yeah. So now he has no choice but to bank in this top right side.
Yeah, you have a tough bank. It isn't a gimme. It's makeable, but it's not a gimme.
Yeah. Especially considering he has to stretch.
This will definitely be a very good bank if he's able to pull it off. He will definitely dig into that 21-point lead.
Too much.
He overcut it. He missed it.
And that is out. AK definitely has outside on the table. 14-9 is the only problem that he has, and he can easily negotiate that. He has the 13 ball right there. He can play the 12.
He look like he may have a shot at it now.
On the 14?
Yeah, from this angle it's difficult to see, but let's see. I guess he doesn't.
Looking at the camera, it doesn't look like the 14 can play.
Right, so he'll just play the 12 and play the 13 and
go into the
box. A little forward roll.
Yeah, he looks like he got it. A little bit more straighter than he might want, but he should still be able to get it, no problem.
A nice little touch, little separation.
That should be good enough.
Wow.
Oh no.
Very tricky.
It looks like he might have to spin that in with a whole lot.
Yeah, you have to be careful coming off the 9 ball, because you definitely don't want to come off the 9 ball wrong, because you'll be flirting with that scratch on the side.
Yeah, but
you'll have to be careful how he's coming off this 9 ball.
he's gonna really have to throw this 14.
All right, let's see how he's going to come off the 9 ball. Oh, he attempted a safety shot. He tried to play the 14 and use the 9 to go in the back of it. But I wonder if the 2 ball passes the 15. If it doesn't pass it, I would say that's a pretty decent shot. Granting that Dario may have to do a back cut on the 2 ball, avoid the scratch and make the ball out. There you go. So now we have to play a back cut on the 2 ball and play shape on the 8. Very tricky shot.
It's the 2 ball is playable, but the scratch in the top left is definitely on.
Yeah, with these type of shots, sometimes the scratch influences the players and cause them to make a mistake and pocketing two balls. So.
Yeah, looking at the spot of the position of that 15 ball, he runs the risk of scratching off the back of the 15.
Right, he's going to use a draw, and he's going to try to draw with inside spin and come 3 rails back out. He's going to try to come 3 rails around with inside spin and work his way back up table in the area of the chalk and the pocket marker. Inside spin, he bubbled the 2 ball. He has a straight shot on the 15 on the side.
So AK has the 15 in the side. He's probably gonna want to roll up for the 14. Oh, he's on the opposite, going the opposite side. Okay.
From here, I don't know if the 11 passes to 2. We'll see right now by his reaction. All right, he didn't make a fuss about it, so I guess the 11 passes to 2. So he's pretty much in the clear now. Play the 9, roll forward, play the 11, 14, and 8 in the side. Pretty basic out as long as 11 passes. And 11 didn't pass.
Based on the way he played it.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna have to play the 14 straight up. It's a tough shot.
I think he may.
But it's makeable. He's calling the bank.
Yeah,
Okay.
AK doesn't like the safe, but he is definitely playing this 2-way shot. He want to play the 14 ball, and just in case it goes in, he'll have a shot on the 11, and if he misses, he will lay the arrow in the back of the 11. But the angle looks a little too wide for the 2-way shot, so he may just have to settle for a safety shot. He's looking to draw to the short side of the 11. I don't think that's a good idea. I think just playing the 14 and rolling up table and trying to keep Dario off the 2 ball would be a better shot in this situation.
By the way, for those of you out there that does not know, AK is Miko's double partner.
All right,
he played the safe.
Good shot, but I definitely wouldn't want to give him an edge. In this situation, I would try and put him in a position where the 11 was completely blocking the 2, so he'd have to make a kick shot to make contact on the deuce. But as you know, given these type of shots, you always give your opponent a chance to resave you. It's still going to be tricky, but
just touch the edge of the 2 ball and touch the edge of the 2 ball and leave the cue ball close to the pocket. You just have to be careful not to drop it into the pocket.
I definitely would have elected trying to use the 11 as a blocker. I wouldn't want to give him the edge of the deuce, but
he's looking at the kick.
Yeah, he's still going at the kick.
I think he's going for a kick safe.
Yeah, I think he just want to make a good touch on it and try to not sell out. Keep AK off the 11. Oh, it came up really short. Oh, definitely didn't see that coming. AK has ball in hand now. He's going to leave a nice angle. Stun out on the 11. 14 in the corner. 8 in the side. I don't see him making any mistakes from here. just a little sidebar. I'm looking at Mr. Kevin Durant. He is back after missing 10 games with a leg injury. He's back in the starting lineup for the Phoenix Suns. For all those basketball fans who's listening in.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good for my parlay that I played earlier today.
All right, pretty basic.
Yeah, just
two ball out.
play the 14 and 8 in the side automatic.
Score will be 65 to 40. 25-point lead for the Assassins. Yeah, trying to
With
steal.
2 more games to go in the second round.
Boy, it's looking like it's a good gamble to fly him into game 2 to bring a little spark to the Assassins, and everybody seems excited and very happy to have Mr. AK in town, AK-47.
Yep. They, like I said, they played pretty strong on Monday. So adding AK really puts them over the top.
It almost reminds me of LeBron coming back into the Lakers lineup.
Like I said, it's arguably Dario and AK is the 2 top players in the country, followed by yourself, Mr. Mighty Meeks. I'd say on any given day, you 3 usually alternate in that position.
Yeah. Dakari is definitely.
Dakari is up there.
Yeah, he is definitely causing a lot of headache. At a young age,
Yeah.
very inspiring. He's definitely the future.
And still only 16.
Yes, he's definitely the future for the country.
His Fargo rate just went up. He's a 642 now.
Yeah, he is the second. He has the second highest Fargo in the Bahamas behind Dario.
Yep.
Surprisingly, with my performance, I felt as though I performed pretty well, but my Fargo went down a few notches.
You played any of the minis?
No, I didn't play any of the minis. I didn't play one mini. The lines were ridiculously long.
It was not managed very well.
Yeah, I felt as though it was gonna cost me more headache to join, so I just
the minis weren't run very well this year.
Yeah. I think my Fargo went down a few notches. Basically, putting me right behind Kyrie and the Fargo ranking in the Bahamas. So Dario has the highest Fargo, followed by Dakari, and I'm right on Dakari's tail now.
What are you on, 636?
Who's that?
You.
Yeah, what I was or what I am now.
Oh yeah, you were 636.
Yeah, I think I was a 636, and I went I think about 5 down. If I'm not
So
mistaken.
631 now.
Yeah, I think I'm around that 631, 632, and the carry is that
642.
642. Yeah, so I got some work to do. As I work my way up the ladder, trying to get to that 700 club. Very, very difficult club to join.
Yeah.
But you gotta come with it every year.
Yeah. And it's a lot more difficult to get there considering we don't have the level of competitiveness here as opposed to the many different tournaments they have in like the US and whatnot.
Yeah.
Not to say that we don't have some good level of competition. It's just that the majority of our players are leisure players as opposed to have that drive to, be like a top player.
All right, so we have Harold with a second ball break, but this is definitely going to be a technical game. I don't see him getting out here. He has to try and create an opening shot. His cue ball is in a very poor starting position.
He can see the 14th play, but
Yeah,
question is what else after that?
Yeah, I don't think the taking on the 14 ball wouldn't be advisable in this position because it's a tough shot, and after the tough shot, it's a high risk shot with a very low reward.
Yeah. He can play a safety, bank the 6 ball, leave the cue ball.
Yeah, he definitely have to play a containment safety right now. He wouldn't get balling on, but he just have to try and keep his opponent off a good offensive opening shot. But he can definitely
He's looking at the 2 on the top right.
he can definitely influence which ball he wants his opponent to take. And it appears that solid is a better ball to take because
it is.
The 7.
I think that's why he's looking at the 2 ball. If he can play the 2 ball in the top right corner, he can actually get that 1 out.
Yeah, the 7.
From the 12, and then have the 7 as a hanger.
Yes. Yeah, but I think it's a little too risky to try and take a long hard shot on the 2 and try to break out the 1.
Well, I guess it's all based on how confident he's feeling right now.
Yeah, but I don't think that is advisable now because playing the 2 ball and missing and breaking out the 1 can definitely leave you in a position to get beat 10-1. I don't think that's advisable now. You just have to try and stay patient and work with the game gives you.
Yeah, you don't want to take any advice shots. I agree because it all depends on who you're playing, and playing Gowon, he's not gonna want to.
Exactly, and not just playing Gowon. His team has a 25-point lead, and this is a points game.
Don't want any big losses.
Yeah, you don't want to be aggressive on that first ball and be punished for it. So I think a nice containing safety right now to keep himself in the game and also his team in the game would definitely be advisable. I see your teammate is pointing at their watch there, wondering if there's a shot clock going to be in place for the shot.
Yeah, Harold definitely is one of the slower players. He likes to take his time.
Yes. There's no shot clock, so there's no need for Mr. Harold to rush in. He definitely won't be rushing.
I know you find it brutal to play against Harold,
yes.
But have you ever played against Dion?
No, they was 2 of the slowest players, you know. We have to also consider Mr. Closer, the closer, Sherrod Nuri. He's also a very slow player. Between those 3, Harold, Sherrod, and Dion, they are arguably 3 of the slowest players in the league, and you definitely want to get a coffee and a Snicker as you sit on the sideline reading it.
During the regular season, we had a match, and Bad Boys had a match up here at the same time. Dion played the first game for the Bad Boys. He ran an ERO. He broke and ran an ERO. And I kid you not, he was the first game for them. Both of our matches started at the same time. Our first 2 games were done before he finished running that ERO.
Oh, that's not hard to believe. You know, I thought you were gonna say about 3 or 4 games played. So I'm shocked that he was able to run a ERO that quickly.
2 games we go.
Yeah.
Both matches had about 4 or 5 attempts each. Yeah. In the first match. I played the first match, and we had about 4 or 5 attempts. In that game because we were playing. It was basically a safety battle, and it took quite a while.
All right, now that's definitely understandable. It was 2 technical games, and Dion would definitely take his time. He would take a few minutes to chalk up, take a few minutes to look at angle of his shot. Take a few minutes to go down. Take a few minutes to fire. And don't forget you have to get up again and
Still
start
look at
back
another
over.
So go on was able to take the solid balls. Don't know if this 4 can play. Looks like he's looking at it, so it possibly can. He can play the 4 and bump the 6 closer to the pocket.
All right, I think it's my break, so I'm gonna be back in the booth after my game. Good luck, Eliminators. Good luck, Assassins.
Miko plays for the Monstars. They're playing in the 3rd place match. Gowon makes the 4 ball, sorry. Makes the 4 ball. He has a shot on the 6. He's gonna wanna get a good angle on the 7 ball to try and break out the 1. That's if he's not comfortable with banking the 1. But he definitely cannot bank the 1 from right here. The angle he has makes the bank on the 1 ball a little bit more tough. He looks like he got the position on the 7 ball. It looks like he gets perfect position on the 7.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the score against Monsters and Bad Boys. The score is 55 to 93. 55 to 93.
Okay, so that was Champ updating us on the Bad Boys and Monstars 3rd place match. He said the score is 55-43. So Gowon, he got the breakup and pretty good position on the 1. Plays the 1. Manages to get a good look on the 8 ball in the side pocket. If he makes this will cut down into that 25-point lead that the Assassins have. It's going to be a 9-point pickup. And he makes it, wins 10-1. So the score is now 50-66. It's now a 16-point game. So now the last game is going to be Eugene and Furley.
both of them are technical players. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be more or less like a chess match. Gina don't give up anything easy. Neither does Furley.
Well, Q, to respond, Champ actually, Ozzy actually signaled to Champ to come and update the score. So, right now, Eugene is surveying the table, trying to make a determination on what exactly he wants to do. But he's favoring this 12 on the side. I think he can see the 15, but I think he wants to. But he also is looking at this 10. He's gonna have to, if he wants to play 10, he's gonna have to play it real first, come off the back of the 4. 14 and 9 is playable in the bottom right corner. So the 10 ball is his most difficult shot. If he can make this, he should be able to get out. I don't like him jogging up though. I like going forward to the regular. Yeah, I didn't like jogging up. But he ended up in a fortunate position. It doesn't leave Furley with much options. I think he can only see the 6 to play it. The 5 ball, I don't think he can play. The edge of the 2 ball is in the way.
Well, definitely he can't play the 5 ball. Only the 6 ball, he has a good look at that shot. I think he's selecting to play
Probably
safe.
gonna play a safe, touch the 5, get the cue ball nestled up under the 2. He's gonna probably want a 5 rail and then bring the cue ball back under the 2. That it got away from him. So I think Eugene can see the 50 and play it. He let the cue ball roll a bit too much. He would have wanted to
Well,
get the 5 ball a bit more full.
Okay, well, maybe could the 3 ball be blocking his path?
No, I think he can definitely see the 50.
Okay, yes, he can see.
It can pass.
Yeah, it could pass.
It's gonna be, once he plays it, the cue ball is gonna be heading towards the 9 ball. If the 9 can hold him, he can play the 13. But he's looking at the combination. Interesting.
He
Play
chose
the
to play
safe.
safe.
I do not know if I like that. Well, I guess Furley can't see the 2 ball. He can't see the 2 and the 5. Once again, he can only see the 6. So it's a pretty good contained and safety. I guess Eugene doesn't want to take any chances at this point.
No, he doesn't. And Furley have options here. If he can't see the deuce ball, he definitely can see the 6 ball.
Yeah, he can see the 6. Isn't much he can do with it. he can possibly try and bank the 6 ball. If he can see enough of it, he can bank the 6 in the side. Possibly be able to get the 3 ball. But I don't know. It's pretty difficult. Stacy, that is the beauty of ball in hand. It's the safety play. That is the beauty of ball in hand. Pool is a game of skill as well as intelligence. You have to sometimes outthink your opponent.
Absolutely.
It's one thing that I like about the game of pool. You may not have the same level of skill as a particular player, but if you can outthink them, you can still beat them.
As an offense, Starry is speaking about Stacy. Offensively, you may not be on that same skill level, but I can tell you this from my experience, that I have a lot of players in the league and who I played who were better offensive player than I was. But I always had smarts when it comes down to the pool. I believe in leaving the person as difficult of a shot as possible, and I usually end up with ball in hand, and I end up running the tables from there.
Yeah, Ozzy is predominantly a technical player. That's one thing I can say about you, Ozzy. That is definitely a greater strength. That keeps you in many a game. Even when you're offensively outclassed, your intelligence level and defensive play keeps you in every game.
Oh, okay. As you can see, both of these players are playing strategic, a chess match of a game. None of them are playing where they're trying to give anybody an easy shot. Because right up now, Gino has a combination, I think, the 9.
I think he can see the 9 straight. I think he can see the 9 straight.
Not sure. I think the 8 ball may be in the way. So we're going to see what he's going to play. If he plays this 9, the chances are he's going to have an open table.
Yep, and now he has the 14.
Yes, he has an open table.
Can play a stop shot on the 14. It's going to leave him with a bit of an angle on the 15. He can play the 15, hit the rail and come out.
Oh, no. I don't think he likes that shot.
No, he
Definitely
put
not.
the 12 ball in problem.
That is not a good shot by Gino. I was
Checking to see if the 12 can play in the side pocket. Not sure if it can or not. Couldn't tell by his body language.
I don't know why Gino played that shot like that. I don't know why he
Yeah, I
couldn't
don't
throw that
know
shot.
either.
That was not a typical Gino shot.
Yeah, I don't know why he played it that way either. Well, I think he probably ended up straight on the ball, but I think he could have just stopped it and just played the 13 in this top right corner in between the 10 and the 12. So he's gonna play the 13 in the side pocket. I think he's gonna try and come around 3 rails to get position on the 10 ball, where he can roll forward and play the 12 in the side pocket. In the same side pocket, he's gonna play the 13 there. Makes the shot, plays it a bit too hard, but
Oh, well,
he has a shot on the 10 in the corner.
a shot on the 10.
Gonna see if he's gonna be able to hold it for the 12 on the side.
Based upon the trajectory of that ball, I don't think he'll be able to hold the top the cue ball to get the 12.
He's gonna have to try and play a little nip draw to try and draw it to that side rail and hold it there.
Let's see what he does.
Unless he's gonna try and play it soft. Oh, plays a safe. Not a it's a very good safe. Not a bad safe.
That's a good save.
Yeah, it is. It is. Got a little bit of separation on the 12 ball. He may have even snuck at him a bit from being able to see the 6. So that was a very good safety shot.
Like I said earlier, Gino is a very technical player, and he thinks the game straight through.
So Miko is about to join us again in the booth. So Furley manages to make a good contact. And he ends up holding Eugene behind the 3 ball. Made a good contact and was rewarded.
You cannot save it. Man, go sit over there. Look at the camera. If you're AK,
Gino have to make contact with this 10 ball. A lot of good things can happen. Yep. Once you make contact, not making contact, that's gonna spell disaster at this time. Like you said, Furley made contact and he was rewarded. Yep. Let's see if Gino's able to. He calls the 10 on the side. Let's see if he's able to kick it in. Yep. At the very least, he should be able to touch it. Unfortunately, our ref is right in front of the camera, so our audience. It's on the other angle. Yeah. Oh, he missed contact with the 10 on the 12. Yep. Giving Furley ball in hand. Furley should be able to run this table out. 6 ball is going to be his key ball to play the 8.
in the side pocket.
It's a good area for a key ball, but he still has to play shape on it. So
Well, he can play for any of these two top corner pockets. He should be able to hold it for the 8.
yeah, but he'll have to play. He'll have to play a good. He'll have to play a good shot to get on the 6 the way he wanted. He's using the 6 as a key ball. He's starting with the 5. What I tell a lot of players, not because a ball is closest to the 8 ball is a good key ball. It all depends on the layout and the situation.
Yeah, but he's gonna want to be on this side of the table to play the 8. And the 6 ball is the best ball to get him on this side of the table.
Now, just like I stated, he has to play shape on the.
He should have left himself more angle on this 2 ball though.
With me, I don't think because the 6 is closest to 8, I don't think I was gonna use that for a key ball to get on the 8. I would have probably start with the 6 ball and leave a nice angle on the 2. So when I play the 2 in the corner, I can just roll up table and try to get to that zone. Because, like I say, you have to play shape on the 6, and you have to play good shape.
Wasn't selecting the 6 because it's closer, but more or less because it gives him the best opportunity to get to the right side of the table. Because, for example, what if he left himself pretty straight like he did just now on the 2 ball, and the 2 ball was his last ball? He was going to have to put plenty juice on that in order to try and get the right position. Whereas the 6 ball, as long as he's playing it down here, he's able to get sensible position on the 8.
Really has the 8 ball on the side.
Yeah.
Put a nice clean cue on it.
So Furley wins 10-5. So the Eliminators are down 21. We're down 21 again. So right now, the Assassins need 30 points to secure the win. So Eliminators need to stop them from getting 30, and that's with the Eliminators getting 50. We have to score 50 in this last round before the Assassins can score 30.
I wouldn't necessarily say you have to score 50.
Well,
I wouldn't say that you have to score 50.
But we definitely need to stop them. Well, if they score 30, we have to score 50.
That's permitting that y'all give up 3 runs.
Yeah. Well, they can get 30 with losing all of their games and still win the match.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that it's not a necessity for y'all to score 50.
No, it's definitely a necessity because we could win all of our games and they can still score 30 and win.
Yeah, but that's
so
fair.
It's definitely a necessity.
That's fair, but y'all can also lose a game and still win the match.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah, so
but we'd have to win big.
Yeah, but it's not a necessity to score 50. It's definitely going to help y'all, but it's not a necessity. Because a 47 can also get the job done.
It can.
And that's 4 wins.
We're going worst case scenario. We gotta score 50.
All right, there you go.
Best case scenario, we can do it without scoring 50.
There you go. Sounds much better. Y'all are up by 21 points with 5 games to go, sir. That's Mr. Ozzie Miller checking in on the score. I'm trying to see what position his team is in as they go into the 3rd round.
Yep.
Across on the next table in the consolation match.
Said he has now scored a total of 2 points between
Monday's game and tonight. And I'm sure he's going to want to redeem himself right now. He's had a series of unfortunate events. Monday's game, he broke and scratch, and Ozzy ran the table on him. In the second game, on Monday night, his opponent dry broke. He wasn't left with anything. No, they played a safe on him. He wasn't left with anything and tried to play a safety shot back, was unsuccessful, and his opponent ran out on him. And then tonight, he dry broke and AK ran out on him. Or did he scratch again? I know AK ran out on him. I think he scratched again on his break and AK ran out on him. So I'm sure he's more than determined right now to redeem himself. Gets a ball to drop. His cue ball is nailed in the center of the pocket. Yeah, in the center of the table.
He definitely didn't want to scratch again, so I think he put plenty focus on squatting it to the center.
I'm guessing he'll just have to choose which ball he's gonna go with. He has an opening shot on the big ball and the solid and the stripe.
Yep, and but I think
it looks a little better to go
for solids.
stripe.
I think solids because of the 12 ball.
Yeah, but I don't like the position of the 6 ball. I think he's gonna go for.
I
think
for
he's gonna
me,
go for
it's
strike.
easier for the 6 because although it's difficult, the 6 can play in either side pocket. He can get to the 6 playing the 1 ball. At the 12 ball, you have nothing really to get to the 12. You can possibly use the 10 playing in the side pocket to get the 12. But you have a much smaller window for that 12 ball as opposed to the 6.
So it looks like he is looking at the 1 ball. He calls the 1 ball, so he have to try and work on the 6. I think he might attempt to work on the 6 from the shot.
Yeah. Unless he is looking at the 9.
All right, I think he's taking the 9. I think that's. He was trying to play the 9 ball, but he made contact with the 1. He was definitely going for the 9 ball. I did think that it was better to take stripes in the situation. I understand that you say that 12 didn't have a pocket, but he had a lot of attacking balls, even though they're on the opposite side of the table. The good thing is that they were basically seated in the pocket, so you could do a lot done.
Now even more so, I don't feel as though it's good to go at stripes right now because the 12 definitely has no pocket now because the 4 is in the way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he does not have a shot at solids. Furley's trying to determine exactly what is his course of action right now.
And welcome back, Eugene.
I don't know how good it is to be back right now. Ain't looking good.
That it is not, but it's doable.
Oh yeah, still doable. But we definitely need to win this one. I came in and I saw said he played that first shot. I don't know if I quite understand what happened.
He was going at the 9 and clipped the 1.
Those eyes.
Yeah. But I was telling Miko that I preferred solids over stripes in any event. I was
Yeah,
thinking play
I
the
didn't
1.
realize it was open.
I was thinking play the 1 and then use the 1 to get the 6 in the side. And then after that, every other solids was open for harder pocket.
Yeah.
I was telling him that the 12 was a whole lot more harder to negotiate as opposed to the 6 ball, because his concern was the 6.
We still got to get the 12. I mean, he may be able to cut it now. I don't know.
No, the 4 ball's in the way now.
Is it?
Yeah. The 4 ball was in there before.
Okay. Is that the score? 76-55?
Yep. They need 30.
Okay. Well, this is how you start. 7. I wonder if he has to play. Well, I guess the 3 ball is there, so he could actually get a shot on that 7 and then the 3 to break up to move the 12 ball.
Well, the 2 ball can play without moving the 12.
From underneath it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you see it.
I was telling Miko, I'm sure Zeddy is looking to redeem himself after only scoring 2 points between tonight and Monday night.
Yep.
This is his first time actually getting a sensible shot for the series so far.
He still has a shot.
Yep. But you think he stole from the church recently?
I don't know.
Cause wow.
I don't know.
Wow. If that did scratch, I don't know what his reaction was gonna be.
Well, time to go home.
I wonder what he was trying though.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was just trying to play it and come back over for the 1 with speed, but
the way it looked as though that he was trying to get to that side of the table. The way how hard he played it.
To get down there to do something with the 3.
Yeah.
Maybe the 7. Yeah, but I mean, you can't leave the 1 ball up here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I honestly believe he was playing for angle on the 1. Because he had a steep angle on the 6 ball that he played in the corner.
Yeah. So the 1 is now holding the 9 and the 13, so Furley has no choice but to play the 13 to get the 9 out of there.
Yeah, for sure.
We got some movement, but I don't know how beneficial it was. And he still needs to figure out something with this 12 ball.
Correct. But at the same time, 4 games left to play after this. They just need points.
Just points, yep. He's going to try and sink the 1.
Yeah, that's the danger. Well, he's got to get the 9 in front of the cue. Oh, no. Good shot. But he left steady a shot on the 7.
On the 7, yep. He can play the 7, go forward a bit, and he can be able to play the 3 or the 4.
And either one of them can give him the 2 ball.
Yeah. Well, if the 2 plays,
So the key thing right now is making the 7.
the 2 plays, ideally, you, you'd like to just be able to play the 7 and then the 3 and then roll down for the 2. That's what you wanted to play. And then you have the 4 to roll back out to come back up to the middle of the table.
Possibly may have leave in the position where he can bank the 12 in off the 7.
It's possible. I think it's possible. But again, like I say, he just given Furley too many chances to just score points.
Yeah. Gotta limit those points.
Yeah, left so short on us though. It's a big cut.
But he can get movement on the balls up there.
That was nice.
Yeah. Has a shot on 12. Isn't easy, but playable.
Now, cut in the corner. Cue ball is going to come forward a bit, but he may end up underneath the 2, so he may need to roll past the 2.
Well, he's going to be playing with speed.
To play 8 in the corner.
He's definitely going to be playing with speed. That was a good shot.
It was. And he got above the 2.
Yeah, and the 8 can play in the side.
That's 10.
10-3.
So the Assassins picked up 17 points on that one.
Yeah. So now they only need 13 now.
13 or go back? Yeah. $13 points in 4 games.
Yeah. The Assassins are definitely playing pretty strong tonight. They played strong on Monday, but they're playing really strong now.
Score is 86-58. I'm going to step out and let Daddy Meeks.
Practice room says,
Step back in.
all right, time for plan B, sweep the leg.
I'm ready to. I just need somebody to jump in my face.
All right, I'm back in the booth. So AK dry breaks, and he gives Duran a chance at the table. I really like stripes in this one. Duran looks like he does as well.
Yeah.
He looks like he's looking at the 9 on the side to set up for the 12.
Yeah, definitely stripe. The 1 doesn't have a pocket and it doesn't have any support.
If he plays this 9 on the side, he can hold for the 12 and he can draw into the 14.
Yeah, just believe it or not, this opening shot is a very, very critical shot because, like you say, you want to play the 9 and then attack on the 12. But attacking from the 12 to the 14,
Gets the shot.
he has to be careful.
Did he roll it too much? No, I think he got it.
No, I don't think he's gonna attack now because he doesn't have an insurance. He just want to roll up for the 10 and leave an attacking angle on the 10. This is definitely not a gimme. He has a lot of work to do. There are a lot of balls that he have to be on the right side to get the job done. All right, and just like I stated, he left a nice attacking angle on the 10. You wanna play it with a little follow and go into the 14. And there you have it. Let's see if he's get rewarded. All right, he has a shot on the 15 and the 14. He just has to get his pattern right, and he will pretty much be outside.
Yep.
All right, I thought that the 15 was a good key ball for the 8, but I think he's forced to play it now.
Yeah, because he's very flat on this 14.
So if he wants to use 11, he'll have to do 15, 13, 14, 11.
Yep.
And it's definitely a lot of movement, and he has to get the right angles to make it happen.
Yep. So just go forward to the rail. He's possibly gonna clip the edge of the 11, so he doesn't want to slam it. So you don't want to move the 11 in an unfavorable position. See, that's why I didn't like slamming the ball. You don't want to move balls. You don't want to end up in, like I say, an unfavorable position.
Yeah, now he has his work cut out.
Yeah.
He's
gonna go at it now, though.
Yeah, but that's a tough angle to draw. He got to put a good cue on it. And see, he misses. He nearly scratches, but he has a little fortune. He looks like he have a shot on the 3.
He has a shot on the 3. No, he does not have a shot on the 3. He has a combination on the 3.
Wow, if he doesn't have a shot on the 3, that is a very, very fortunate lead for Duran.
Looking at the other camera angle, he doesn't have a shot on the 3.
All right, so he has a very thin cut on the 2. Very, very thin cut. Look like the 7-5 combination is not wired.
If he wants to, he can play a safety shot on the 6. A little containing safety. He won't be able to see the 13. The 11 can't play. The only thing he would have would be the bank on the 14. I think the 3 ball is hindering the bank.
I don't think he want to save in this position because a kick on the 13 is pretty much elementary at this moment. It's sitting in the pocket.
The kick is gonna have to be a 2-rail.
Well, he has a 1-rail kick. I don't like this too much.
Yeah, he's gonna have to 1-rail it with English.
Yeah, I don't like this shot too much.
But I that's why I like using the 6 as opposed to the 4. The 4 was gonna take away the 1-rail kick, going long rail, and the 3 was gonna prevent the 1-rail kick going short rail. And the 3 was also going to take away the bank on the 14.
Yeah,
that's why I preferred the safety shot on the 6 as opposed to him using the 4.
All right, now with this type of shot, with this kick on the 13, he want to ensure that kicking at it, he has to play it to the long rail and not full in the face. Full in the face, he is definitely going to go behind the 13 and scratch. He doesn't want to be anywhere toward the short rail during this kick because he's gonna scratch. So he has to come up a little short. The diamonds already play short, so he has a lot of calculating to do. He doesn't want to play it too short where he misses the whole 13, and he definitely have to be careful in the way he contacts his 13 going into it full, he will definitely scratch.
It's touchy.
If he can find a way to edge this 11 and try and contain AK and get his 11 outside, I think he can put himself in a very good position, because it's going to be very difficult for him to win this game with that 11 there, especially if he's going to be kicking at the 13 now. And the 14 wouldn't give him no type of help on the 11 ball.
I think the kick to just touch the 11 would be the play, because looking at the camera angle, if he can touch the 11 and get the cue ball to well, if he touches the 11, the cue ball is going to want to go towards the 8. Possibly he can get it behind the 8.
Yeah,
if he doesn't, he's going to have to play a combination on the 4 ball.
I love the idea of him moving this 11 ball, try to get it in a better position and try to, like you stated, to contain AK.
Oh, he could have seen the 11 directly.
Oh,
I did not
excellent,
realize that.
excellent shot.
That was perfect just now.
Excellent shot from Duran.
It didn't appear as though that he could see the 11.
This can definitely go Duran's way right now, depending on.
Yeah, that was an excellent safety shot.
Yes, because he at this moment he doesn't have a ball. He don't want to lose 10-0 in this situation.
He doesn't have a shot that he can play. He's just gonna want to try and touch something. I think he can touch the 5 ball, but that is definitely tricky because of the side pocket.
28-point lead. Yep. All right. Well, Duran want to cut it 18-point lead. If he can cut it an 18-point lead, that definitely will help the Eliminators if he can make a good touch.
Yep.
I don't think he has an offensive shot, but he is in a very, very bad position right now.
What do you think about jumping to touch the 2 ball?
Jumping to touch the 2 ball, you have to have a lot of fortune to be rewarded, because he'll have to try and keep him up to 13 under 11, and he's gonna need some fortune on that jump.
The only thing he can see, it appears as to be the 5 ball, and he doesn't want to touch that because, like I say, that's gonna take him to the side pocket.
Yeah, from this angle, it doesn't even look like he ever shot on the 5 ball. It looked like the 8. And Duran put the cue ball in a position to block all 7 of AK's ball. How often does that happen?
Can play the 5 up against the 14, I guess, and just take the scratch. Just push the 5 to the 14. If he can see it, that is an option. Make the run a little bit more difficult.
Like I say, he doesn't have he doesn't have that option. He doesn't have that option.
Yeah, practice room. It's a good idea. Like I said, we can't tell if he can see the 5. I think he can. But
now if he can play a good cue on this 8 ball and try and get it in the back of the 2 ball for a little bit of cover, he'll force the round to have to use the 14 and break out the 2. This is very tricky. He calls the bank on the 5, so that means that he can't see the 5. Yeah, he's calling the bank on the 5, so he can't see the 5, so that means he did have the option to push in the 5 on the 14, which I really like. But AK is a very aggressive player.
I'm just gonna say he's also a predominantly aggressive player.
He's short on the bank.
He's predominantly offense, but
it's
a good leave.
Yes, he's short on the bank, and he did an excellent job. I think he did just what he wanted to do. He tried a 2-8 shot on the 5. If he made it, he would have been rewarded.
Yep.
If he missed it, he had to try and keep Duran off the 11 ball and the 13 ball. Excellent shot from AK.
Now Duran
can only see is 14, but any position he puts the cue ball in from touching the 14, AK can see one of his balls.
I wonder if he is looking at a 2-reel on the 13. Good shot. He has the same situation. He don't want to hit it so perfect because he's going to scratch behind it. So you have to get to the long rail first.
He's going to have to play at pocket speed to ensure that he doesn't.
He's very short. Very short on that. AK has ball in hand with an open table. With practically open, he'll have to play.
He has to negotiate this 3-5.
Yeah, I like him to either start with the 4 ball. Once he starts with the 4 ball,
Then
he open up the 3-5.
Yep.
Or he may have a 3-5 combination now. No, he doesn't. So he sees something else. At some point, he's going to have to play the 4 though.
At 7, draw for the 4. Yeah.
Okay, he's going to take the 4 now to 4 to the 2. And play the 2 and come up to the 7 on the side. And, he'll basically deal with that little problem with the 3 and the 5. Good little angle to roll out. He has the 1 on the side and the 7 on the side. He'll have the 3 and the 5 in the corner.
He's going to have to force this.
Don't look so from here. Looks like he has a good angle on it.
Yeah.
All right.
But he does have the 1 on the side.
I think he wanted to juice it a little more so he could have used a draw and get onto the 3, but
yeah,
he
ended up too straight on that.
He's straight. I think he has to elevate now. It's a very tricky shot. No, because
he can see the 5 ball.
Yeah, I think that's a little too risky right now.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to be able to play the 1 and play short side on the 7 for the other side pocket. And that's how I was looking from here. You have to keep it simple right now. I think he's just going to play the 1 and go forward and play the 7 on the opposite side.
Yeah, that's the best course of action right now.
All right,
you don't want to leave that 3 and 5 so close to each other, but that's the best option he has right now.
He should be able to navigate now. You just have to play the 7 and play the 3 and just roll forward and play the 5 in the opposite corner.
And if AK wins this, I think that's the match. He would pick up 15 points, and I think they only need 13.
All right, good angle, nice rolling ball. He hit it a little too hard, but I would want to be a little closer to the 3, you know. He could have definitely made the 3 an easier ball, but he's gonna play the 3. Nice rolling ball, get shape on the 8. Very, very dominant performance by the Assassins.
They did play well.
They
did play well tonight.
They went in, made a call to Bahamas here and flew in one of the top players on the team, and he's going for 30 points, so it was definitely worth the investment.
Yeah, and that is game.
So the series is now tied 1-1. Game 3, they're going to be at Chalk It Up, and the Assassins gain home court advantage in the series now. So the Eliminators will have to go and chalk it up and try and steal one to regain home court. Very good match. The players are shaking hands, and the guys are literally jumping on AK. Very happy to see him. Ozzy is in AK's arm. Very happy to see him.
Welcome to the series.
He says, welcome to the series in AK's arm.
Welcome to the series. Welcome to the series, man.
Yes, he said, welcome to the series.
You know, they always say in a 7-game series, the series never starts until the away team wins on the road.
Until someone wins on the road.
Yes. And the series is now tied 1-1. The Assassins still home court. And very interesting. You know, we would like to see what's going to happen going forward with Dario, how long Dario is going to be playing and how long AK is going to be playing. Definitely the engine on both teams. Definitely bringing firepower from both ends, and it went in Assassin's favor tonight. So we're logging off, folks. We'll see you guys in game 3. Good night.
So, like Miko saying, we're logging off. It was a pleasure once again. Hope you enjoyed the stream. See you guys on Monday.